Hello, wonderful people. Will Thunderhawk here with another video. Here we go. So today, I'm going to talk about this video is going to be titled something "Apathy of a Nation: Why No One Wants to Vote." So I'm talking about the British context here. I'm a guy who lives in the UK, England specifically. I am English, unfortunately, but apathy of a nation, why no one wants to vote. I believe that we currently live in a system where, in the old UK, that we're not really given much agency to feel like we can give a hoot about our communities. I actually really feel like there's a lot of social divide in the UK right now, and I think that has a lot of people feeling checked out of wanting to vote. I would argue some of the structures we live in encourage that, because there's a lot of bureaucracy and a lot of systems that exist that are almost abstractions away from the actual needs of individuals. Things at scale tend to not work well, because it turns out that humans are complex, varied beings that have different needs individually. For example, you wouldn't give every person peanuts because some people have peanut allergies. Some people are lactose intolerant. You wouldn't give everyone dairy. We're all different. And if we want to feel like we can contribute significantly to our communities, we need to have a say in that. And unfortunately, a lot of us don't feel like we have the say in our communities that we might like. It's personally why I'm a big fan of the Green Party, because for a very long time I've really felt like there's not been a lot of point to voting, though I have voted every single time. I will go on record to say I voted to remain in the European Union. I like Europe. I'm a big Europe guy. Like Europe. Every time I go to Europe now, the Europeans. I haven't been everywhere in Europe, but a lot of people have made fun of me. Okay, a lot of people make fun of me. The Dutch have made fun of me. The Spanish have made fun of me. The Belgians have made fun of me. I think the Germans have also made fun of me. Yeah, probably. But anyway, I like being in Europe. That was pretty cool. And I voted Green Party and Labour the whole time. Voted Labour in the last election. Profound regret, given the current situation, the current shit show that Starmer's putting on, the clinic on how to get everyone to hate you. He's kind of speed running the whole hate you thing, which I'm impressed by. But I just want our economy and our system to make sense, and I think a lot of other people feel that, and that's why some people vote reform. I kind of understand that as an anti-establishment vote. I would never vote for reform because I think they're all crooks and liars and Tories with a new label slapped on their head. But to have an option given to you that looks like hey, we're different and we're going to take down the system, because a lot of people, I think we all acknowledge, even everywhere in the world, that a lot of governments are ineffective. I think it's why there was a huge shift towards extreme right parties last year, and a lot of results in a lot of elections, because a lot of people were tired of things not working. I get it, right? Because a lot of Western countries anyway have a lot of infrastructure challenges. I can talk more specifically in the UK. Our NHS is a bit of a burning pile of trash right now, and our roads suck. Our roads suck here, man. I go to other countries. Their roads are so good. Europe anyway. I've only been to Europe. I haven't been beyond Europe. But their roads are so good. I go around on the roads in Belgium and I'm like, oh, potholes are but a foreign concept here. The same in Spain. This is where I went in Spain anyway. I haven't been everywhere in Spain. Only Barcelona. But the roads are good. I go in city centres, in a lot of city centres in the UK, and there are potholes everywhere. In my area, there's so many potholes that my wife's tyre exploded one night and I had to go and save her because the roads are so bad here. So, yeah, man, basic infrastructure ain't being covered. And I think a lot of people look around and they see a country in decline. I think of the profound quantities of towns in the UK, and I've been doing a little tour personally, going to every city in the UK and trying to just hit up a bunch of places just to get a vibe of the country, just for my own sake, because I'm curious of like the broader picture of things, because I kind of think I live somewhere in the middle, right? Shrewsbury I was raised in, and Shrewsbury's kind of posh in parts, kind of fancy in bits, but around Shrewsbury's kind of not. And I guess I wanted to get a better scope of the whole country. So like I've been all over the place, man. I've been Grimsby, poor Grimsby, abandoned. Blackpool, abandoned. A little Yorkshire, abandoned. The North in general, abandoned. And a lot of the Midlands. It sucks, man. There are these old towns in the UK that were mining towns or had steel industry or historically had a degree of industry. I think the town Bourneville. Bourneville's where the chocolate came from. If you have ever had Cadbury's chocolate, that's the town. And that's the town where the factory was. That's why there's Bourneville chocolate, because it's named after the town. And now in that town there's just the factory, and there's all the houses that were built thanks to the strong wages of the factory. But like, what is the current culture now? What does I'm like 31, okay? So like, I'm like, in theory, you know, a lot of people my age are like having kids, they have young kids. I ain't doing that. But what community is there for us? You know, it's so different now. And, you know, I'm mad about this because my community, Nerdy, a couple of years ago, was it a couple of years ago? Or was it almost a year now? I think it was like last May, closed. And we just want third spaces. We want to go and have economic opportunities, do things. And like Britain, UK, just ain't it, man. It ain't it. I'm not gonna lie, if I felt like I want to move out a lot, and I think a lot of my friends feel like that, and I think no one wants to vote because everything's broken, and we had 14 years of Tories that broke everything. But also this is happening kind of a global scale, so now I'm kind of like, where would I even go where this isn't a thing? Because a lot of countries have their own all countries have their own problems. No country's a utopia. Some countries are better than others. I think Australia is cool in some ways, but also everything's trying to kill you in Australia. New Zealand, beautiful, beautiful place. Very good work-life balance. But I think they're having a lot of the growing issues we're having. That's in the Anglosphere. But like, yeah, where is there to go? I think that's why no one in the UK really wants to vote. We're all just kind of sat around apathetic, just like, I guess this is how it is now. I guess this is just how it is. We can't buy family homes. We can't build futures for ourselves really unless we just luck out. I come from a regular family. I don't have a ton of money. I live in a 2-bed townhouse that I got lucky that I got to rent with my wife in 2019. And we're really lucky that the rent's been kind of in a similar place, and it's been increased, but not to the level some places have been. So we can't afford a house, we can't buy a house, we both work full time, you know. It sucks. We both got advanced degrees. She's got a post-grad diploma. I got an undergraduate degree. I got a bunch of different qualifications. I work hard. I had 4 jobs. Can't buy a house. So it's hard to be really politically engaged when you try a lot and you don't get a lot out of it. And I think everyone feels that right now. I think young people feel that right now. I think anyone under the age of 40 is kind of like, yo, what is there to grind for? What the hell is this? What's going on? Why I think the Greens, everyone likes the Greens because they're kind of acknowledging how we're feeling. But also why a lot of people don't vote, because like, what's the point, man? It feels kind of hopeless. It feels kind of bleak. But that's my take. That's what I see from talking to people in the various ways that I do talk to people. You've been wonderful. I've been well. Good luck. Take care. Hopefully we'll have a reason to vote and be engaged in our communities. I would love that. But it feels like the system we're in doesn't reward that at all. And that sucks. Because in my little weird utopia, I would love everyone to feel like they matter in their communities, because everyone does. People make value, not shadow governments and businesses. Yeah. In summary, if you've watched this far, you're a real one. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.